It's either you are walking by faith or you are walking by sight. Let me explain what does that mean to you. Walking by faith and walking by sight. Faith and sight are two forces that influence the workings of man on earth. Two of them are two forces. They are the two forces that lead man daily. Faith is a spirit. Sight is a spirit. Both are spirit. Both are force. Behind your work, every man walked on earth. Inasmuch as you are a man, you walk daily. Even if you are not walking with your physical feet, if you are not moving around, if you are inside your house 24/7, it's either you must be either walking by faith or walking by sight. It's either you are being led by faith or you are being led by sight. So there are two forces that influence our walk daily. So faith is a spirit. Sight is also a spirit. I will explain it to you right now. Now, when you see the workings of faith and the workings of sight, there are two different work. There are two different work here. Now, let me explain it better. In 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. I will explain it better here. For what man knoweth the things of man, save the spirit of man, which is in him? Even so, the things of God knoweth no man, but the Spirit of God. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit of which is of God. Now there are three kinds of spirit here. The spirit of man reveal the things of man. The spirit of man which reveal the things of man. The spirit of God which reveal the things of God. Likewise, the spirit of the world which reveal the things of the world. Now, the Bible says we walk by faith, not by sight. There are three kinds of spirit here. If a man is a spirit, a man has spirit that has the breath of God. If a prophet is prophesying to you, a prophet can prophesy to you by using the details of your spirit as a spirit of man. All of us has our spirit. Every details about you is kept in your spirit. Your spirit has details of your present, past, and future. A prophet can walk towards you and begin to tell you something about your past, your present, and your future. Getting the details from your spirit. Your spirit give report to the prophet. Your spirit can tell the prophet about the name of your forefather. So prophet prophesy to us either by using the details in our spirit, because the Bible says the spirit of man which is in him, no man knoweth the things of man. So the things of man are kept in the spirit of man. Likewise, the things of God are kept in the spirit of God. It's just like that. The things of man are kept in the spirit of man. The things of God are kept in the things of God are kept in the spirit of God. So the spirit of God has access to reveal the things of God, and the spirit of man has access to reveal the things of man. These are two different things. The things of God is different from the things of man. What are the things of man? The details about your future, your present, your past. your foundation, your background, the business you're about to do next year, the one you are doing now, the things of man, your things are what belong to you, your thing as a man. Likewise, in a different way, the things of God belong to God. Is purely God. It has nothing to do with man. The things of God are purely God. Now, likewise, the things of this world are also the things of this world. The spirit of this world reveals the things of this world. So the spirit of God reveals the things of God, and the spirit of man reveals the things of man. So now, a prophet can prophesy to you using the details of your spirit to prophesy to you. Also, a prophet can prophesy to you using the details from the spirit of God to prophesy to you. Prophet can prophesy in that two way, because as you are standing before the prophet, your spirit tells the prophet what you eat yesterday, where you were yesterday, the name of your wife, the name of your 5 children, the name of your company, even the name of your house address, your everything about you, your grandfather's name, your grandmother's name, name of your village, everything, what is happening to you now. Your spirit begin to tell the prophet. As you are standing for the prophet, your spirit begin to tell the prophet, this one is sick. This one is very sick, and the sickness is from his grandfather. Are you hearing me now? So your spirit carries your things. Your things is in your spirit. Your things reside in your spirit. The things of man. That is why a two man can stand before the prophet, and this one will receive different message, the other one will receive different message, because they are not the same. Their spirit revealed their things differently. Are you getting me now? So prophets prophesy to us either using the details of our spirit, because by the spirit of the prophet upon him, it can assess your spirit. It can know the details of your spirit. It can know what is inside your spirit, what your spirit carry, what everything about you can be downloaded. Without the spirit of God tells him anything, through the prophetic grace upon him, it can download your matter from your spirit. Then it can also download your matter from the spirit of God. You see the two way that prophet connects. They connect using the data in your spirit, and they also connect using the data from the spirit of God. That is by the way. Now, I am talking about walking by faith or walking by sight. Now we have received not the spirit of the world. So we have the spirit of the world. The spirit of the world reveals the things of the world. Now, I connect you to this now. If your spirit as a spirit of man is subjected to the spirit of the world, you will always walk by sight. But if your spirit as a spirit of man, falling Adam, when all men fell, they begin to walk by the fallen spirit, which we call the spirit of man. So for you now to come out of that operation of the spirit of man, I can call it the spirit of sight. The spirit of man is the spirit of sight. It was not like that before, but since Adam fell, the spirit of man dropped to the spirit of sight. Man is now controlled by sight, by his 5 senses organ. What is sight? Sight is when you are ruled by your 5 senses organ. When it is what you see, physical thing you see that controls you, that lead you. When it is what you hear, physical, that lead you. When it is what you feel, you're lost. What you feel is what lead you. That's why I said both are spirit. It's either you are walking by the spirit of faith or you are walking by the spirit of sight. The spirit of sight is also a leader. He leads people. The spirit of faith leads people. Are you hearing me now? So when your spirit is subjected under the spirit of this world, you will be led by sight. But when your spirit is subjected under the spirit of God, you will be led by faith. They that are led by the Spirit, they are the sons of God. They that are led by sight, they are the sons of man. When you are led by sight, it means it is what you see physical that lead you. What you hear physical that lead you. Your feeling is what controls you. Now, but when you are walking by faith, you are led step by step daily. Taking spiritual step. Taking step by the Spirit. Why do we need to be led by faith? What is faith? Faith is a spirit of God. We have thousands of the Spirit of God. Faith is not the only Spirit of God, but because faith and love is the foundational spirit that a believer must start their walking with. You must start walking by faith and by love. So it is not only faith that a believer must walk in. So we walk by faith, we walk by love, we walk by joy, we walk by peace, we walk by temperance, we walk by kindness, we walk by... There are thousands of the Spirit of God that a believer must walk in. We are led by those spirits. Those spirit is the one that lead us. When you are not led by all these spirits, especially spirit of faith, it simply means you are led by sight. You cannot sit on the fence. It's either you are led by faith or you are led by sight. So what does it mean to be led? To be led by sight? I said two of them are false. Both are forces. Now, the one behind the spirit of faith is the same as the Spirit of God. Then, the one behind the spirit of sight is the spirit of this world. We can call the spirit of sight the same way, the same name as the spirit of the world. So, when a man that inherited first Adam is controlled by the spirit of this world, you will always walk by sight. When a man that fell, that from that inherited the fallenness of Adam, subject his spirit under the Spirit of God, meaning you come to the Spirit of God, you become born again. Now your spirit is controlled by the Spirit of God. You begin to take steps by the workings of faith. You are no longer walking by sight. So when you are still controlled by your sight, meaning what controls you is what you see, is what you hear, is your five senses organ. You are ruled by sight. You are led by sight. And the end of it is death. To be carnally minded is death. But to be spiritually minded is life. So when you are led by sight, you will surely die. When you are led by faith, that is led by spirit, the Bible says we are led by faith. Faith is one of the Spirit of God. So we must be, when you are led by faith, it simply means you can equally be led by love, by joy, by peace. All these are Spirit of God. So when the Bible says we are they that are led by the Spirit, it means diversity of the Spirit of God. They are your leader. The more they lead you, the more they lead you out of the flesh. Leading by faith is leading out of the flesh. As you walk by faith, you walk out of the flesh. One step of faith you take is taking you out of the workings of the flesh, or of the walking by sight. So when you walk by sight, you are moving away from faith, from the Spirit. The more you walk by sight, the more you are moving far away from the Spirit, and the more you enter more into death. The more you die. The more you walk by sight, the more you die. What is the meaning of this death? It means the more you are separated from the Spirit of God. So the more you walk by faith, walk by love, walk by joy, walk by peace, walk by all the Spirit of God, the more you are disconnected from flesh. So you must understand this. That is why individuals must build their faith. Don't depend too much on the faith of your pastor, faith of your bishop, of your apostle, of your prophet. Yeah, it is good to connect your faith to the faith of your pastor or of your bishop. Yes, it's good. Let us balance the equation. It's very good. But don't depend only on the faith of someone else. Build your faith. Because the more you build your faith, 1 Peter 1:9 said, the end of your faith is the salvation of your soul. The end of your faith is the salvation of your soul. So when you start walking by your faith, you take step every day. You are walking by faith, believing God for a particular thing every day. The more you walk by faith, the more you die to the things of the flesh. The more you are disconnected from the flesh, the more your soul is being saved, until you will reach the end of your faith, which is the salvation of your soul. So it simply means it is the workings of faith that save our soul. It is the workings of love, walking by love, that save our soul. Walking by joy, walking by peace, walking by endurance, walking by patience, walking by waiting. These are all the Spirit of God. As you walk by them, your soul is being saved to the uttermost. So if you are just going to church, listening to your bishop, your pastor alone, and you are not walking personally by faith, you are not working on your faith. Faith without work is death. Do you hear that? Faith without work is death. It means you are not doing the works of your own personal faith. You will enter into death. It means you can't sit on the fence. If you are not walking by faith, if you are not practicing the works of your faith, which is daily walking by faith, you are walking by sight. That is why the Bible says faith without work is death. It simply means you are not practicing the works of your own personal faith. You are not working on it. You are depending on someone else. Actually, you are working by sight. It means you are being controlled by your sight. You can't sit on the fence. It's either you are led by faith or you are led by sight. One must be leading you. You must be controlled by one. Both are forces that lead man on earth. So the one you yield yourself to is the one that leads you daily. So if the one of faith is the one leading you, it will lead you until you will reach the end of your faith, which is the salvation of your soul. And if you are being led by sight, it means what your eyes see, you go for it. What your ear, you go for it. What your hand, whatever you feel, you go for it. That means you will keep entering into death until you will finally die physically and be buried on this earth. Somebody can walk by faith and disappear like Enoch. That's why the Bible gives account of Enoch. Enoch walked by faith and was not. So it is the walking of faith that makes you to disappear from this earth. You walk by faith to a point when everything about flesh will disappear from your system. One step of faith you take, may kill the work of the flesh in you. Another step of faith you take, kill the flesh in you. If you are a Christian for 10 years and you have never been believing God on your own to get certain things done, you are walking by sight. Certain things must be done by your faith, by your faith, by your faith, by your faith. Jesus said, your faith has healed you. Thy faith has healed you. Thy faith has healed you. I have not seen this great faith in Israel. I have not seen this great faith. O ye of little faith. This is little faith. These are dimensions of faith. So if you don't walk on your faith daily, you don't do the works of your faith, you will die. Because the Bible says faith without work is dead. You work it out. You work out your own faith. Work out your own love. Work it out. As you work it out daily, you die daily. And you enter into life. So when you walk by faith daily, you enter into life. When you walk by sight daily, you enter into death. It's as simple as that. Christianity is as simple as that. The more you walk by sight, the more you die. The more you enter into death. You may have everything in this world. There are countries today developed country, they are not working by faith. They are working by sight. What is sight? The energies of man, the abilities of man, the system of man. That's what and it is controlled by the spirit of this world. As you can see it is ruled by the spirit of this world. The spirit of this world is the force behind the sight, behind the sight of men. The spirit of the world is behind it. Some countries are developed. They have everything. They don't need God in their country. Some of them does not even pray daily, because everything they need is there. They have the best doctor, they have the best university, they have the best education, they have the best economy, they have the best of everything. So at times they don't need God, they don't pray to God, they don't exercise any faith, they don't have any faith in anything, in any God. In fact, some countries believe that there's no God because everything they need is there. Those are works of sight. Those are abilities of man. Workings by sight is applying the abilities of man, and the Bible says by strength shall no man prevail. No man can prevail in this earth by your strength, by your abilities, by applying your strength, by applying your knowledge, by applying what you know by yourself. That is what majority of the country we have today is applying. They have the best economy, they have the best of everything. No single day they cry to God and say, God, we need this. God can do this for us. We believe God for this, that, for this one. We believe God for that one. They don't believe God for anything because they have it. Are you hearing me now? That makes them to walk by sight. When a Christian get to a point where you're no longer believing God for anything, when you at your tip like this, you get everything done. You get to a point when it is your strength that has provided everything you are looking for. It is your sight, your ears that has released everything you are looking for. You are a dead man. Even though you gain the whole world, but you are a dead man before God. You are not practicing the works of faith. So when you engage in the workings of faith, you grow gradually in the journey of the salvation of your soul, because your soul must be fully saved and look like your spirit. Your spirit is fully saved, but your soul must be fully saved. So when you give your life to Christ, your spirit is fully saved, but your soul is not yet saved. So it is the journey of faith that saves your soul. It is the journey of faith that saves your soul. It is the journey of love that saves your soul. The journey of peace, of happiness, of the Spirit of God that saves your soul. So if you refuse to journey by faith, by love, by patience, by temperance, by kindness, you refuse to journey by the Spirit, then you are actually journeying by flesh, or by sight, or by the spirit of the world. And you will be controlled by the spirit of the world. It will get to a point you will think there is no God anywhere. The spirit of the world will drag you to a point where you will think there is no God anywhere. When you will think you have gotten everything. There are nations like that, they have gotten everything. They have everything. They don't believe in anything called God. Their 24 hours is fully of the things of this world. These are death. These are death. Even though they have everything, but they don't have God. They don't walk by faith. They don't have any belief that there is God anywhere. Don't join them. As a Christian, take step by working on your personal faith. Grow your personal faith. Grow your personal faith is important. Grow your personal faith daily. Grow it. Connect your personal faith to the faith of your pastor, your bishop, your apostle, but grow your own personal faith. Grow it. Grow it by believing God for 100,000 naira, or 100,000 of your country. That God, I'm believing you for this money. Believe God for this. Believe God for things. Don't allow your senses to provide everything you are looking for. If your senses is one feeding you, your senses is the one controlling you, leading you, providing for you 24 hours, you are a dead man. If faith is not giving you, it's not making a way for you, love is not making a way for you, peace, joy, you are not walking by those spirits. Everything you have is as a result of your labor, as a result of your certificate, as a result of your work, your business is what is controlling everything you have. you are not walking by faith. You must learn how to walk by faith. Believe God for the expansion of that business. Believe God for it. Believe God for your healing. Believe God that God is about to do something great for you. Believe God. As you are believing God daily, you are dying to flesh daily. You are dying to the sight daily. You are dying to the sight daily. It will come to a time your faith will bring you to the end of your faith, which is the salvation of your soul. I pray for you. The works of faith is very important. Every man must be serious with their workings of faith, meaning you must believe God daily. The more you believe God daily for things around you, the more you die to the things of man and you are alive to the things of God. It is when you die to the things of man, then you become alive to the things of God. When the things of man has captured you, you will not be able to enter to the things of God. You must die daily to the things of man to ascend into the things of God daily. So the more you walk by faith, the more you ascend to the things of God, and the more you are disconnected from the things of man. If all you have on earth is the things of man is already corrupted by the spirit of the world. The spirit of the world is already has corrupted the things of man. The things of man has been corrupted by the spirit of this world. It is only the things of God that has never been corrupted. The things of God is intact. So you must key by faith, by love, to ascend into the things of God by the Spirit of God. Then you begin to enjoy the things of God daily. The solution of man can only be provided by a man that ascends to the things of God by the Spirit of God. When you don't climb into the things of God by the Spirit of God, you cannot solve the problem of man. You cannot solve the things of man, the problem of the things of man. So you must ascend into the things of God by the Spirit of God to be able to dominate this earth. I pray for you. 2024, seek more. Walk more by faith. Walk more by love. Walk by joy. They are all the spirit that lead us. Joy, peace, long suffering, patience, waiting, kindness, charity, endurance, power, praise. We have uncountable numbers of them. We must be led by the Spirit of God. By the Spirit of God, not by sight. Block every sight. Every workings of the sight on your way. Block them this year. And key yourself into walking by faith, by love, by peace. God bless you in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you for listening. God bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.